नमस्कार. महात्मा गांधी विद्या मंदिर संचलित नूतन त्र्यंबक विद्यालय त्र्यंबकेश्वरच्या इयत्ता 9वीच्या सर्व विद्यार्थ्यांचं मी परत एकदा स्वागत करतो. आपण विज्ञान आणि तंत्रज्ञान भाग 1 चे प्रकरण 1 सायन्स अँड टेक्नॉलॉजी पार्ट 1 लेसन नंबर 1 लॉज ऑफ मोशनचा जवळपास तिसरं लेक्चर बघत आहोत या प्रकरणाचं. आतापर्यंत आपण स्पीड, what is my distance, what is my displacement, difference between distance and displacement, what is my speed, what is my velocity, difference between speed and velocity, what is my uniform motion, what is my non-uniform motion. Now last period we have idea of if an object covers equal distances in equal time interval, it is said to be moving with uniform speed. Okay, we got the idea of uniform speed. If an object moves with, if an object covers equal distances in equal time interval, it is said to be moving with uniform speed. And if an object covers unequal distances in equal time intervals, it is said to be moving with non-uniform speed. That is the motion of vehicle being driven through heavy traffic. आपण हेवी ट्रॅफिक मध्ये जाताना वेलोसिटी आपल्या गाडीची कमी जास्त करतो कारण गर्दी आल्यानंतर स्पीड कमी जास्त होतो. नाउ व्हाट इज बाय एक्सेलरेशन? Change in velocity per minute time. Let initial velocity be u. In time it changes to final velocity v. Then what is change in velocity? Final minus initial upon time, v minus u upon t is the acceleration. Okay, formula for acceleration: final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. Okay, then see here, if velocity changes by equal amount in equal interval of the object is said to be uniform acceleration. If the velocity changes by unequal amount in equal time, it is called non-uniform acceleration. Then what is meant by positive, negative and zero acceleration? If an object have positive, when the velocity of an object increases, the acceleration is positive. Its final velocity is greater than initial velocity. Okay, the acceleration is in the direction of velocity. And when the velocity of an object decreases with time, that is final velocity is less than initial velocity, it has the negative acceleration. Negative acceleration also called as deceleration. Its direction is opposite to the direction of velocity. The velocity of object does not change with time, it is zero acceleration. असे आपण काही एक्झाम्पल बघितले होते. आता डिस्टन्स ग्राफ युनिफॉर्म मोशन आपण बघितलं. डिस्टन्स अपॉन टाइम दॅट इज व्हेलॉसिटी. डिस्टन्स वाय ॲक्सिसला होतं, टाइम एक्स ॲक्सिसला होतं, म्हणून त्याचा स्लोप काय आला? डिस्टन्स अपॉन टाइम दॅट इज व्हेलॉसिटी. नाउ 0ला 0, ओके, 20ला 30, then 40ला 60, then 60ला 90. Okay, so it is a straight line graph. It becomes the straight line graph. So it is like this. Straight line graph from this point. Oh, sorry. Okay, this graph goes from this all points, that is the straight line graph. That is, it covers the equal distances in equal interval of time, then it is the straight line graph. If the distance graph above, what does the slope of straight line indicate? It indicates the velocity. Then an object in uniform motion covers equal distance in equal time interval, thus the graph between the distance and time is called a straight line. That is, it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Write down, it is in your textbook also. Okay, now in this graph, if we plot similarly this graph, that is on x-axis we plot here distance, y-axis. Okay, on x-axis we plot here time. Then this graph is not a straight line because it covers unequal distance in unequal time, therefore is a non-uniform motion. Now velocity time graph, that is gives the acceleration. Velocity remains constant, that is the zero acceleration. We see the definition of zero acceleration. If the velocity remains constant, then is called as zero acceleration. Okay, then distance is measured by the measure of this. If we want to find the distance covered by an object in 2 to 4 hours, that is point A to point B, then it is nothing but the area of this quadrilateral ABCD, that is this 2 into 60, 120 kilometer. Okay, now similarly for this one, velocity time graph, if the velocity changes uniformly with respect to time, that is, it is a uniform acceleration, then velocity is then the distance covered by these two as sum of these two figure, that is the triangle and the quadrilateral. Okay, this triangle and this quadrilateral. So yeah, PDI, that is sum of this quadrilateral area and sum of this. Then we see the kinematical equations. Acceleration is equal to change in velocity per unit time, that is final velocity minus initial velocity. That object starts from this position D and ends at point P. At D, the initial velocity is u. Velocity is taken on y-axis, therefore this velocity is u. Okay, now at point B, the velocity is v. Velocity is v. That is, change in velocity is cd. Change in velocity is cd. What is by change in velocity? Final velocity v minus u upon t. V minus u upon t. That is OD CO minus CO minus OD upon finally CO minus initial is OD upon t. CO minus OD is CD. CD upon t is equal to V. Is equal to acceleration. Acceleration is equal to change in velocity, that is CO minus OD upon t, that is CD upon t is equal to A. Therefore CD is equal to 80. CD is equal to 80. We got the equation. Now BE is equal to BA plus 80, but it is a rectangle, so BA plus 80, AE is nothing but CD plus DO. Therefore V plus U is equal to V is equal to U plus CD. This BE is equal to CD plus DU. Therefore V is equal to U plus this CD is 80. This CD is 80, U plus 80. So we got the first kinematical equation, V is equal to U plus 80. Now area of quadrilateral DOEB is the distance covered. DOEB, this one is equal to, first one, area of S, that distance S is equal to एरिया ऑफ दिस रेक्टेंगल प्लस एरिया ऑफ ट्रायंगल. तो रेक्टेंगलचा एरिया काय असतो, लेंथ इंटू ब्रेथ. लेंथ इज a, length is t into breadth is u, that is area of this quadrilateral is ut, plus area of this triangle. Area of triangle is equal to half into base into height, half into this t into I is 80, t into 80, 80 square. Therefore total area of this figure is equal to u, this u into t ut plus half this 80 into t, it is square, that is s is equal to ut plus 1 half 80 square is the second kinematical equation. Now for third kinematical equation, we find out the area of this quadrilateral DOEB by the method of that is nothing but this one is trapezium. So we use here the formula of trapezium to find out the third kinematic equation. What's the area of trapezium is equal to half into sum of opposite side into half into length, sum of length of parallel side into distance between parallel side, that is half into this u plus this v into distance between them is t. Distance between them is t. Therefore here we write half into u plus v, that is distance sum of parallel side into t. But we know that acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity upon t. Therefore t इकडे गेला, a इकडे आला, t is equal to v minus u upon a. So put the value of t, v minus u upon a, that is v plus u, v minus u, that is v square minus u square upon 2a. Therefore s is equal to this 2a is divided left ला 2as होणार, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Therefore v square is equal to this minus u square goes to left, u square plus 2s. So we find out the three kinematic equation by graphical method. Now what is by uniform circular motion? Okay, the speed of tip of clock is constant. सेकंड काटा जो असतो आपल्या घड्याळाचा तो कॉन्स्टंट मूव होत असतो. द डायरेक्शन of its displacement and its velocity constantly changes because direction changes, velocity remains constant. As the tip is moving along a circular path, its motion is called uniform circular motion. Why? Because uniform circular motion मध्ये आपल्याला velocity ची काही संबंध नाही. If the speed remains constant, then we say that it is a in circular motion. When an object is moving with a constant speed along a circular path, the change in velocity is only due to change in direction. Hence, it is accelerated motion. When an object moves with constant speed along a circular path, the motion is called uniform circular motion. Example: the motion of stone in the sling on that is in point of bicycle wheel when are in uniform motion. Its velocity changes, but its speed remains constant. Velocity is changed due to its direction. Velocity is depend on direction as well as speed. If speed remains constant but direction is changes, then we say that velocity changes. If direction remains constant, speed is changed, which is that velocity changes. If speed and velocity both are changed, then we say that velocity change. If speed and velocity remains constant, then we say that velocity remains constant. Okay, now इथे पॉलिगॉन दिलेला आहे, त्याच्यानंतर पॉलिगॉन स्क्वेअर आणि पेंटागॉन दिला आहे. तर याच्यात प्रत्येक ठिकाणी डायरेक्शन कुठे कुठे चेंज होते. दॅट इज फॉर युनिफॉर्म सर्क्युलर मोशन. सी हियर दिस वन इज इम्पॉर्टंट. When an object moves with constant speed along a circular path, the motion is called uniform circular motion. Then speed is equal to circular motion distance cover काय येणार, that is the circumference of circle upon time. What's the formula for circumference of circle? 2 pi r upon t, where r is the radius. Okay, डिरेक्शन ऑफ वेलॉसिटी. डिरेक्शन कसं फाइंड करणार तुम्ही? समजा ही डिश फिरते, त्या डिशवर मी 5 रुपयाचं कॉइन ठेवून दिलं, आणि मूव्ह केल्याबरोबर हे जे कॉइन आहे हे इकडे उडेल. That is, it shows the direction of the speed. Okay, the coin will be thrown off the direction of tangent which is perpendicular to radius of this. Thus the direction in which it gets thrown off depends on its position of the moment of getting thrown off. It means that as the coin moves along a circular path, the direction of motion changing at every point. Here is some solid example. An athlete is running on a circular track. He runs a distance of 400 meters in 25 seconds before returning to original position. What is the average speed and velocity? Total distance travel is 400 meter. Total displacement किती होणार त्याची? 0, because he moves on the circular path. So he changes his path, changes his direction continuously. So the displacement is 0. Distance travel is 400 because displacement is he run in the same direction, but in not run in the same direction. Each and every point is change direction. So the displacement is 0, but distance is 400. It returns to original position in 25 seconds. Average speed is equal to total distance covered upon total time taken. That is 400 upon 25. That is 16 meter per second. Okay. Now average velocity, total displacement upon time, that is 0 upon 25, 0. Now second, write down this sum in your classwork book. An aeroplane taxis on the runway. It's on the page number 12. Okay. An aeroplane taxis on the runway for 30 seconds with an acceleration of 3.2 meter per second square before taking off. How much distance would it have covered on the runway? So what is given here? An acceleration of 3.2 meter per second. That is, value of A is given 3.2 meter per second square. Takeoff time is T is equal to 30 seconds. Initial velocity is 0. We want to find displacement. S is equal to question mark. Then what's the second kinematical equation? S is equal to ut plus half at square. Why we choose here second kinematical equation? Because we want to find the displacement, that is distance, and we have the values of acceleration, time, and u. Therefore we choose here S is equal to ut plus half at square. Then initial velocity of aeroplane is 0 into time is 30 ut plus half a acceleration 3.2 meter per second square into t square, that is 30 square. 30 square is 900 upon 2, 450. 450 into 3.2144 meter. 30 zeros are 0. Okay, therefore it covers 1440 meter on runway. A kangaroo can jump 2.5 meter vertically. What must be the initial velocity of kangaroo? Acceleration is 9.8 meter per second. Distance cover is 2.5 meter. Final velocity is 0 because jump झाल्यानंतर तो थांबला. U is equal to question mark. You know what is given here, acceleration and distance. Okay, jumping distance and acceleration. We want to find initial velocity. We know also final velocity. Therefore, which is here the third kinematical equation. V square is equal to u square plus 2a. V value is 0. 0 square plus u square plus 2 into a is now minus 9.8 acceleration. Why? Because kangaroo jumps opposite to the direction of the gravitational force. So you take here with the value of acceleration J, that is minus 9.8 into s jump किती केली त्याने 2.5. Now 2 into 2.5 5 into 9.8 minus 49. Therefore u square is 49. Taking square root, u is equal to 7 meter per second. Now for foursome, a motorboat starts from rest and moves with uniform speed. If it attains the velocity of 15 meter per second in 5 seconds, calculate the acceleration and the distance traveled in time. What is the initial velocity of motorcycle? Motorcycle start from rest. That is obviously initial velocity u is equal to 0. Final velocity v is equal to 15 meter per second in time 5 seconds. Acceleration is, we want to find acceleration. then what is acceleration? Change in velocity per unit time, that is final velocity minus initial velocity upon time, that is v minus u upon t, that is final velocity is 15 minus 0 upon 5, 5 3 is 50, 3 meter per second square. Then we want to find the time travel, that is by using the second kinematical equation. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Put the value, initial velocity is 0, time 5, half, acceleration we find here the 3. Okay, so and t square, that is 5 square, that is 25, 3 is 3 upon 2, that is 1.5, 1.5 into 25, that is नाही तर असं गेलं तर झालेल 5चा स्क्वेअर 25, 3 जा 75 का हाफ 37.5. Now we goes toward the Newton's law of motion. A static object does not move without the application of force. आता टेबलवर जर डस्टर पडले ते त्याचं उडायला लागलं तर तुम्ही काय म्हणा, भूत म्हणून पळून जाल, ही गोष्ट अस्तित्वात नाही. किंवा बेंचच्या त्याचा इकडून तिकडे जाईल का, नाही. ऍप्लिकेशन ऑफ फोर्स, विदाउट एक्सटर्नल फोर्स लावल्याशिवाय एखादी वस्तू तिची जागा सोडत नाही, स्थिर वस्तू तिची जागा सोडत नाही. स्टॅटिक ऑब्जेक्ट डज नॉट मूव्ह without the application of a force. The force which is sufficient to lift a book from a table is not sufficient to lift the table. मी ज्या बाळाने एखादं पुस्तक उचलतोय त्या बाळाने मला जर टेबल उचलायला लावला तर चालेल का, नाही. फ्रुट्स ऑन इट ट्री टॉल डाऊन वेन इट ब्रांचेस आर सेकन. फळं खाली पडून जातात काही वेळा. An electric fan keeps rotating for some time even after it switches off. जर इलेक्ट्रिक फॅन आपण बंद केला तरी तो लगेच बंद नाही होत, आपला स्विच बंद झाल्याबरोबर बंद नाही होत, कारण त्याला ती गती प्राप्त झालेली असते, तो त्या मुवमेंटमध्ये आलेला असतो, मग त्याला स्थिर व्हायला वेळ लागतो. इफ वी लुक लिजन्स ऑफ अबव वी रिअलाइज दॅट द ऑब्जेक्ट हॅव द सम इनर्शिया, आणि त्यालाच इनर्शिया म्हणतात, जडत्व म्हणतात. वस्तू स्वतःहून स्वतःची स्थिती बदलायला विरोध करते, स्वतःहून स्वतःची स्थिती बदलत नाही, याला जडत्व असे म्हणतात. ओके, दॅट इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ बॉडी बाय व्हर्च्यू इट डज नॉट चेंज इट्स ओन पोझिशन. ओके, वी हॅव लर्न द इनर्शिया रिलेटेड टू मास ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट. जेवढं मास जास्त तेवढं त्याचा इनर्शिया जास्त असतं. न्यूटन फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ मोशन डिस्क्राइब दिस प्रॉपर्टी and therefore is called the law of inertia. फर्स्ट लॉ और न्यूटनच्या फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ मोशनला लॉ ऑफ इनर्शिया असं सुद्धा म्हणतात. बॅलन्स अँड अनबॅलन्स फोर्स. आता समजा एक दोरी आहे, ती दोरी इकडून 2 मुलं ओढतात इकडून 2 मुलं ओढतात, दोघी बाजूचे फोर्स सेम आहे, लेफ्ट अँड राईटचे, सो दॅट इज द बॅलन्स फोर्स. पण इकडच्याने सोडून दिलं तर ते तिकडचे खाली जाऊन पडते, म्हणजे अनबॅलन्स झाला. अँड ऑब्जेक्ट कंटिन्यू टू रिमेन ॲट रेस्ट. जोपर्यंत दोघींचे फोर्स सारखे होते, इकडच्या दोघांचे तिकडचे, ती दोरी स्थिर आहे, दॅट इज ॲट रेस्ट. आणि जर त्याने सोडलं तर ते खाली पडून जाईल. An object continue to remain at rest or in a state of uniform motion along a straight line unless an external unbalanced force acts on it. And this is the first law of motion. Newton's first law of motion. Every inanimate body continue in a state of rest or of uniform motion unless it is acted upon by an external unbalanced force. कोणती वस्तू अचल अवस्थेत असेल तर ती त्या अचल अवस्थेतच राहते, म्हणजे स्थिर राहते, जोपर्यंत तीवर कोणतेही बाह्य असंतुलित बल क्रिया करत नाही तोवर. An object continue to remain at rest or in a state of uniform motion along a straight line unless an external unbalanced force act on it. Write down this Newton's first law of motion for 5 times. An object continues to remain at rest or in a state of uniform motion along a straight line unless an external unbalanced force act on it. Okay, when an object is rest in or in uniform motion along straight line, it does not mean that no force acting on it. Actually, number of forces acting on it, but they cancel one another, so net force is 0. Newton's first law explains the phenomena of inertia, that is the ability of an object to change in its state of motion on its own. It also explains the unbalanced force which causes the change in state of object. म्हणजे कोणती वस्तू अचल अवस्थेत असेल तर ती त्या अचल अवस्थेत असते, किंवा ती एक समान गतीत असेल, एका रेषेत एक समान गती असेल तर त्या गतीतच राहील जोवर तीवर कोणतेही असंतुलित बल क्रिया करीत नसेल तोवर. अन ऑब्जेक्ट कंटिन्यूज टू रिमेन ॲट रेस्ट or in a state of uniform motion along a straight line unless an external unbalanced force act on it. Now Newton's second law of motion. Okay, ask your friend to drop one plastic and one rubber ball from the same height. You catch the ball. Which ball is easier to catch and why? कोणता प्लॅस्टिकचं तुम्हाला सोपं जाईल का? ठीक आहे. Ask your friend throw the ball towards you in slow speed. Try to catch it. Now ask the friend some ball is high speed towards you. Try to catch which ball can get. That is, it is related to mass. So new physical quantity momentum. Okay, mass into velocity. Momentum has magnitude as well as direction. Its direction is the same as that of velocity. In SI system, unit of momentum is, that is, mass into velocity. Momentum P is equal to mass into velocity, that is kg into meter per second. And CG's unit is mass into velocity, that is gram into centimeter per second. If an unbalanced force applied on an object causes change in the velocity of it, then it is cause a change in momentum. That is, say momentum of a body with velocity u is equal to, suppose mass of body is m, then mass into velocity, mass into initial velocity is u, that is the initial momentum is mu. If final velocity is v, then final momentum is equal to mass remains constant, therefore mass into velocity mv. That is, change in momentum is equal to final momentum minus initial momentum mv minus mu. Okay, the property was termed as a momentum, means that effect of force depend on property related to mass and velocity. The product of mass and velocity is known as momentum. So write down the definition of momentum. Momentum is the product of mass and velocity. P is equal to mv. What's the SI unit? SI unit is kg meter per second. What is the CGS unit? Gram centimeter per second. Then Newton shows the second, that is the first law. Newton's first law of motion is the motion of law of inertia, and second law introduced from the momentum. The rate of change of, what is the second law statement? The rate of change of momentum is proportional to the applied force, and the change in of momentum occurs in the direction of force. Write down this definition of momentum and the second law of momentum. Second law, Newton's second law of motion. The rate of change of momentum is the proportional to applied force, and the change of momentum occurs in the direction of force. मी सांगितल्याप्रमाणे इनिशियल वेलोसिटी u, f force is applied in time t, therefore velocity increases by v, therefore initial momentum mass into initial velocity mu, final momentum mass into final velocity v mv. Therefore rate of change of momentum is equal to final momentum minus initial momentum upon time. Final momentum is equal to final velocity into mass, that is mv, minus initial momentum is equal to initial velocity into mass mu. M is constant, therefore m common kadla, that is v minus u upon t. But what is v minus u upon t? Change in velocity upon time is nothing but acceleration, that is ma. Therefore rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the introduced force, that is ma is directly proportional to f. Therefore f is equal to kma. Kma, if value of constant of proportionality 1, therefore f is equal to ma is the force equation. We introduce here the force equation. Therefore f is equal to mass into acceleration. Now SI unit of force is Newton. One, then we got the definition of 1 Newton from this equation, force equation. F is equal to ma is the most important equation. Therefore force is measured in Newton, mass is measured in kg, acceleration measured in meter per second. Therefore the force necessary to cause an acceleration of 1 meter per second, acceleration of 1 meter per second on a body of 1 kg mass is called 1 Newton. The force necessary of cause of an acceleration, एवढं ॲक्सलरेशन त्या वस्तूमध्ये प्रोड्यूस केलं 1 मीटर प्रति सेकंद त्वरण 1 किलोग्रॅम वस्तूमध्ये एवढं त्वरण निर्माण करण्यासाठी लागणाऱ्या बलास 1 न्यूटन बल असे म्हणतात. The force necessary to cause an acceleration of 1 meter per second square in an object of mass of 1 kg is called 1 Newton. Therefore 1 Newton is equal to 1 kg into 1 meter per second square. हे झालं SI युनिट बलाचं. F is equal to mA. The SI unit of force is Newton. The force necessary to cause an acceleration of 1 meter per second square in an object of mass of 1 kg is called 1 Newton. Therefore 1 Newton is equal to 1 kg into 1 meter square. एखाद्या 1 किलोग्रॅम वस्तुमानाच्या वस्तूमध्ये 1 मीटर प्रति सेकंद स्क्वेअर त्वरण निर्माण करणाऱ्या बलास 1 न्यूटन बल असे म्हणतात. त्याच पद्धतीने CGS पद्धतीचं युनिट आहे डाइन. The force necessary to cause an acceleration of 1 centimeter per second square in an object of mass 1 gram is called 1 dyne. Therefore 1 dyne is equal to 1 gram into 1 centimeter per second square. Now Newton's third law of motion. Now see here, what is the Newton's first law of motion? Every inanimate body continues in state of rest or of uniform motion unless it is acted upon by an external unbalanced force. What is the Newton's second law? That is, the rate of change of momentum is proportional to applied force and the change of momentum occurs in the direction of the force, that is F is equal to mA. Then what's the definition of 1 Newton? 1 Newton, the force necessary to cause an acceleration of 1 meter per second square in a body of 1 kg is called the 1 Newton. Okay, then what is by 1 dyne force? The force necessary to cause an acceleration of 1 centimeter per second square in an object of mass 1 gram is called 1 dyne. Now see here, up to this point we see about lot of physical quantities definition or idea. First one distance, second displacement, velocity, acceleration, momentum is the mass into velocity, then uniform speed, non-uniform speed, uniform velocity, non-uniform velocity, uniform accelerated body, non-uniform acceleration. Then Newton's first law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, 1 Newton definition, 1 dyne definition. Now we goes to Newton's third law of motion. See here, however, in nature force cannot act alone. Force is the reciprocal action between the two objects. Force are always applied in pair. When an object applies a force on one another object, the latter object also simultaneously applies a force on the former object. बघा विश्वामध्ये सिंगल फोर्स कधीच नसतो. जेव्हा एखादा फोर्स अप्लाय होत असतो तेव्हा त्याला equal and opposite force produce होत असतो. The forces between two objects are always equal and opposite. The idea is explained in the Newton's third law of motion. The force applied by the first object is called action force, while the force applied by the second object on the is called रिॲक्शन फोर्स. मी भिंतीला माझ्या हाताने मारलं तर मला लागलं, भिंतीने मारलं का मला नाही. मी जेवढं ॲक्शन केली तेवढं मला काय मिळाली, is the first object is action force and the second object is called reaction force. मग जेवढ्या जोरात इकडून फोर्स लावू तिकडून तेवढंच आपल्याला रिॲक्शन मिळते. एव्हरी ॲक्शन फोर्स हॅज an equal and opposite reaction force which act simultaneously, and both are act simultaneously. Every action force has an equal and opposite reaction force which act simultaneously. So the Newton's three laws of motion. First law, you see here the first law, an object continues to remain at rest or in a state of uniform motion along a straight line unless an external unbalanced force acts on it. An object continues to remain state. एखादी वस्तू अचल अवस्थेत असेल तर त्या अचल अवस्थेत राहील. और इन अ स्टेट ऑफ युनिफॉर्म मोशन किंवा एका सरळ रेषेत एक समान गतीत असेल तर ती त्या एक समान गतीतच राहील अलॉंग ए स्ट्रेट लाईन अनलेस अँड एक्सटर्नल अनबॅलन्स फोर्स ॲक्ट्स ऑन इट. जेव्हा तिच्यावर कोणते असंतुलित बल क्रिया करीत नसेल तोवर. देन मोमेंटम इज इक्वल टू मास इंटू व्हेलॉसिटी. SI unit of momentum is kg meter per second, CGS unit is gram centimeter per second. Momentum is the product of mass and velocity. The second law of Newton's second law of motion, the rate of change of momentum is proportional to the applied force, and the change of momentum occur in the direction of the force. संवेग परिवर्तनाचा दर संवेग परिवर्तनाचा दर हा प्रयुक्त बलाशी समानुपाती असतो आणि संवेगाचे परिवर्तन बलाच्या दिशेने होते. The rate of change of momentum is proportional to the applied force and the change of momentum occur in the direction of force. So we got here the force equation. So we introduce here the definition of Newton. SI unit of force is Newton. 1 Newton, the force necessary to cause an acceleration of 1 meter per second in an object of mass 1 kg is called 1 Newton. Then 1 dyne, the force necessary to cause an acceleration of 1 centimeter per second in an object of 1 gram is called 1 dyne. Then we covers the third law of motion. To every action, force as an equal and opposite reaction force which act simultaneously. क्रियाबल आणि प्रतिक्रियाबल समान असतात, परंतु त्याच्या दिशा परस्पर विरुद्ध असतात आणि ते एकाच वेळेस असतात. Action and reaction are terms that express force. These forces act in pair. One force cannot exist by itself. जेव्हा ऍक्शन होतं तेव्हाच रिएक्शन होतं आणि सायमल्टेनियसली. Action reaction forces act simultaneously. Action reaction force acts on different objects. They do not act on the same object and cannot cancel each other effect. While hitting a ball with a bat, the speed of the bat decreases and the speed of the ball increases. A gun recoil, it moves backward when bullet is fired. Mechanism of firing of a rocket. Okay. Now, law of conservation of momentum. Suppose that a body has mass m1, its initial velocity is u1. B body having mass m2, initial velocity u2. Now the initial momentum of A is m1 u1, initial momentum of B is m2 u2. Suppose these two bodies collide with each other. Let the force A due to B F1, A to B, A due to B, A वर B मुळे F1 force आलं and acceleration in A, its velocity will be v1 and velocity v1 झाली. फायनल वेलोसिटी आफ्टर कोलिजन, जेव्हा कोलिजन झालं त्याच्या आधी दोघांचे मोमेंटम काय होते, ए चे m1 u1, बी चे m2 u2. नंतर दोघांची टक्कर झाली, कोलिजन झाली. आफ्टर कोलिजन ए ऑकर्स, ए गॉट फायनल वेलोसिटी v1 ड्यू टू b. Okay, then its velocity is m1 v1. Similarly, momentum after B is m2 v2 because f2 is the force act on object B. But equal and opposite, that is f2 is equal to minus f1. Therefore, m2 a2 is equal to minus m1 a1. Accelerate, mass into acceleration. Therefore, m2 into acceleration v2 minus u2 upon t minus m1 v1 minus u1 upon t. That is, here t get cancel, m2 in bracket v2 minus u2 is equal to minus m1 upon v1 minus u1. That is m2 v2 minus m2 u2 is equal to minus m1 v1 plus m1 u1. Therefore, हा मायनस तिकडे गेला, प्लस झाला. Therefore, m1 v1 plus m2 v2, that is sum of final momentum is equal to sum of initial velocity. Initial momentum. The magnitude of total final momentum is equal to the magnitude of the total initial momentum. Therefore, we got here the idea of conservation of momentum. So, we say the law of conservation of momentum. When no external force act on two intercepting objects, their total momentum remain constant. It does not changes. Again, हाच आपण मोमेंटम लॉ ऑफ मोमेंटम दुसऱ्या भाषेत लिहू शकतो. When two objects collide, the total momentum before collision is equal to the total momentum after collision. जेव्हा दोन वस्तूंची टक्कर होते तेव्हा आघातापूर्वीचा संवेग, संपूर्ण संवेग हा आघातानंतरच्या एकूण संवेगा इतकाच असतो. ओके, देन समजा at the mass of the gun is much higher than the mass of bullet, the velocity of gun is much smaller than the velocity of bullet, the magnitude of momentum of bullet, that guns are equal and their direction are opposite, thus the total momentum is constant. The total momentum is also constant during the launch of rocket. ओके, तर आपण त्याचे काही एक्झाम्पल बघणार आहोत. लॉ ऑफ कॉन्झर्वेशन ऑफ मोमेंटम समजला. वेन टू ऑब्जेक्ट कोलाइड द टोटल मोमेंटम बिफोर कोलिजन इज इक्वल टू द टोटल मोमेंटम आफ्टर कोलिजन. द मास ऑफ कॅनॉन, आता या एक्झाम्पलवरून तुम्हाला आयडिया परत क्लिअर होईल. मास ऑफ कॅनॉन, एका तोफेचं वजन आहे 500 kg अँड इट रिकॉइल्स द स्पीड ऑफ 0.25 मीटर स्क्वेअर. व्हॉट इज द मोमेंटम ऑफ कॅनॉन? मोमेंटम इज इक्वल टू मास इन रिकॉइल्स वेलॉसिटी, म्हणजे तिच्यातून तोफ गोळा जेव्हा बाहेर पडतो तेव्हा जी उलट वेलॉसिटी येते तिला रिकॉइल्स वेलॉसिटी म्हणतात. तर व्ही therefore mass of cannon 500 kg, recoil speed is 0.25 meter, momentum is equal to mass into velocity, there is 500 into 0.25, 0.25 that is 25 upon 100, 100 5 are 25, 25 5 are 125 kg meter per second, because momentum is equal to mass into velocity, that is kg into velocity is a unit meter per second, that is 125. now टू बॉल्स हॅव मासेस, आता याच्यावरून अजून तुम्हाला मोमेंटमची आयडिया क्लिअर होईल. टू बॉल्स हॅव मासेस ऑफ 50 ग्रॅम अँड 100 ग्रॅम respectively. They are moving along a same straight line, that is they collide after some time with velocity 3 meter per second and 1.5 meter per. They collide with each other. After collision, the first ball moves with 2.5. Calculate the velocity of the second ball. The first ball mass given 50 gram. That is how many kg? 50 upon 1000, that is 0.05 kg. Mass of second ball is 100 gram, that is 100 upon 1000, that is 0.1 kg. Initial velocity of first ball 3 meter per second. Initial velocity of second ball 1.5 meter. Final velocity of first ball 2.5 meter per second. Final velocity of second ball we want to find. Now we know the law of conservation of momentum. According to law of conservation momentum, total initial momentum is equal to total final momentum. That is m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. What is mass of the first body? 0.05 kg into u. Initial speed is 3 meter per second. What is the mass of second ball? 0.1 kg, that is 100 gram into initial velocity 1.5 meter per second is equal to, what is the mass of first? Remain constant 0.05. velocity but changes 2.5. okay, 3 ची 2.5 झाली, कमी झाली. mass of second body is 0.1. v2 we want to find. then 5 3s are 15, 0.15, 1.5 into 1.15 is equal to 25 5s are 125, 0.125, 0.11 are 0.1 v2. 15.15 plus 0.15, 0.30 is equal to 0.125 plus 0.1. therefore 0.1 v2 is equal to a plus इकडे मायनस झाला, that is 0.300 minus 0.125, that is 0.175 divided by 0.1. okay, that is 1 by 10, that is 1.75 meter per second. त्याचा स्पीड वाढला सेकंड बॉलचा 1.5 चा आणि फर्स्टचा कमी झाला. आता तुम्ही एक्सरसाइज हा होमवर्क मध्ये लिहून आणायचा आहे. निगेटिव्ह एक्सेलरेशन इफ द वेलोसिटी डिक्रीजेस, that is final velocity is less than initial velocity. okay, vehicle moving with the velocity of 10 meter per second stop after 5 seconds. Positive acceleration, that is the velocity of object increases. A car initially at rest reaches a velocity of 50. Zero acceleration, that is the velocity of object remains constant. A vehicle moving with a velocity of 25 meter per second. Distance is equal to distance and displacement चा difference बघायचा आहे. Distance is the actual path followed by an object. Displacement is the shortest distance from initial to final point. okay, uniform non-uniform motion. आता हे 3 कायनेमॅटिकल इक्वेशन जे बघितले आपण, v इज इक्वल टू u प्लस at, s इज इक्वल टू ut प्लस 1/2 at स्क्वेअर, v स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू u स्क्वेअर प्लस 2as आहे, त्याच्या साह्याने सोडवायचे. इथे तुम्हाला हे फर्स्ट कायनेमॅटिकल इक्वेशन वापरायचं आहे. इथे u ची व्हॅल्यू 2 टाका, a ची 4, t ची 12, 4 3 जा 12, 12 प्लस 2 14, 14 इज द फायनल वेलॉसिटी. आपल्याला u काढायचा आहे, तर v मायनस 80 होणार. मग 80 ची व्हॅल्यू 10, 20 मायनस 10 10. ओके, अशा रीतीने हे तुम्ही हे फर्स्ट कायनेमॅटिकल इक्वेशनचं यूज करून व्हॅल्यू पुटअप करून सोडवायचे. सेकंड हे थर्ड. नंतर कम्पेअर द सेंटेन्स करायचं आहे. कम्प्लीट द सेंटेन्स. डी एक्सलरेशन इज अ झिरो एक्सलरेशन. ड्युरिंग द कोलिजन मोमेंटम रिमेन्स कॉन्स्टंट टोटल मोमेंटम. द वर्किंग ऑफ रॉकेट डिपेंड ऑन न्यूटन्स थर्ड लॉ ऑफ मोशन. ओके, नंतर एक्झाम्पल्स आहे हे करायचे. अन ऑब्जेक्ट मूव्ह 18 मीटर इन द फर्स्ट 3 सेकंड, 22 इन द ॲव्हरेज काढायचं आहे. 18 प्लस 22 प्लस 14 किती होणार? 18 टू 20, 20 20 40, 40 प्लस 10 50, 54 अपॉन हाऊ मेनी टोटल सेकंड? 9 सेकंड. 6 54 upon 9, 9 6 जा 54. What is the average speed? 6 meter per second square. Now B sum an object of mass 16 kg move in an acceleration 3 meter per second square. Okay. Then what is force? Force is mass into accelerations. That is mass 16 into velocity 3. 16 is the 48 Newton. Now if the same force is applied, that is 48 Newton, on object of mass 24 kg, what will be the acceleration? What will be the acceleration? Therefore F is equal to ma. F is given 48, m is 24 into acceleration a. Therefore a is equal to 48 upon 24, that is 2 meter per second. Okay, like this you solve this sum. Okay, and then for next period we start with the part second. We start part second of science and technology, and then after we start work and energy. Today is 5th July, Sunday, but I give this lecture because काही दिवस आपले वाया गेले म्हणून हे लेक्चर आज संडेला मी घेतलंय. नंतर आपण भाग 2चा क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ प्लांट्स हे प्रकरण बघणार आहोत. नंतर वर्क अँड एनर्जी कडे येणार. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.